So final update for you guys today before I open the floor to Q&A is a little bit of an update about Google cookies. So if you've been following the news about Google cookies for many years now, you'll know that they announced that they were actually going to get rid of cookies in Google Chrome and not offer them as something that is tracked and not offer them to marketers as something that can be retargeted or used in analytics. So this was a huge announcement that happened a good number of years ago. And they've been sort of re-announcing the fact that they are still doing it, but delaying it for about 3 years now. They've been saying, oh, we'll delay it again until next year. So after many years of uncertainty, Google has actually said that they've decided not to to get rid of the third-party cookies in Chrome. So they've actually done a bit of a U-turn here. And if you have the time, this is a really interesting article to read. And I'll, of course, share the link in the Facebook group that we have afterwards. But they've actually decided that they are going to keep the cookie in Chrome. What they're going to do is offer more choice to users who are using Chrome as to how they would like to be tracked. And you can change those settings at any point. So you can be quite specific about which websites you'd like to be tracked and not. And you might be thinking right now, well, you can do that anyway. You know, when you go on a website, you'll get the pop-up box asking you if you accept the cookies. But once you've submitted that decision to the website, it's really hard to then edit that and change that. So I think one of Google's focuses will be making that a bit more customizable as to whether or not you want to be tracked on a certain website. And this is me speculating, but I picture that as almost like a lever you switch on and off in the toolbar when you're on a website. So that's what I think we'll see in the future, because of course they do want to help people to protect their privacy and be a little bit more tailored on Google. However, that being said, it's really hard for marketers to be able to attribute anything without cookies, and also to get things like website analytics. So Google must be very mindful of the fact that they do have a huge part of their business, a huge part of their profit is down to tracking and whether or not we can attribute sales and attribute leads to certain activities. So it is an ongoing conundrum. And Google are currently looking at other avenues in which they can track and measure people's behaviors on websites without necessarily using cookies. So it will be an interesting area of digital marketing to continue to keep on top of. But if you do hear anyone saying, Google are getting rid of cookies, that's actually something that is not happening anymore. So in my view, good news.